Hello and welcome to Little Hive Crafts. Today we're going to see how to make this African flower granny square in an easier way. For this tutorial you're going to need a 3.5 mm crochet hook. You can choose any size hook that is suitable to your yarn. We'll also be needing a yarn needle and a pair of scissors or thread clippers. I have used cotton yarn for my square. This is called Laura Knitting Cotton. This brand is available on my website in India, but you can choose any 4-ply cotton yarn or any fiber of your liking. I will be using 3 colors for this square. We're going to have 6 rounds, so you can choose as many colors as you like. Here's a bag that I made using 8 of these squares. I've explained more on this at the end of this video. We're going to start with a slip knot and chain 4. Then we slip stitch into the first chain to make a loop. Insert your hook inside, grab the yarn and come out through both loops on your hook. There you've made a little loop with its center. Then we chain 3 and 1 double crochet stitch into the center of the loop. I'm following US turns, yarn over hook. Take the yarn into the center, grab the yarn and come out 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through first 2, yarn over, pull through next 2 loops. This completes 1 double crochet stitch. Then we chain 2 and we go back into the same center and we make 2 more double crochets there. Chain 2 again and repeat this pattern. 2 double crochet into the center of the loop followed by chain 2. We're going to do this a total of 8 times. I've done it thrice already. I'm going to repeat another 5 more times this pattern of 2 double crochet and chain 2. The chain 3 that we made right in the beginning of this round also counts as a stitch. Once you've done it 8 times in total, we are going to slip stitch to the top of chain 3 that we made in the beginning. So that's my third chain there on top. Enter the third chain, grab the yarn and complete your slip stitch to close the round. You can leave a bit of tail and cut the yarn and weave it in at the back. For round 2, enter your hook into any of the chain 2 spaces that we just made. Grab your new color and chain 3. Now we're going to do 2 more double crochet stitches into the same chain space. Then we chain 3. We go into the next chain space and make 3 double crochet all in the same space. Chain 3 again and repeat this pattern. 3 double crochet into each chain space followed by chain 3 till the end of this round. At the end of the round, we need to slip stitch to the top of chain 3 that we made in the beginning. That's how it's going to look at the end of this round, and now we should be good to weave in the tail end at the back and get ready with our next color for the next round. Enter hook into any of the chain 3 spaces to start round 3, and we're going to chain 3 with the new color followed by 2 double crochets into the same chain space. It's 1 and second double crochet there. Now we chain 3, we go back into the same space and make 3 more double crochet all in the same space. Then we move into the next chain 3 space there and repeat the same thing. 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 more double crochet, all in the same space. This is how it's going to look. We're going to enter each of the next 6 chain 3 spaces and make the same pattern. 3DC, chain 3, 3DC into each space around. This is how it's going to look in the end. As you can see, we're going to have 8 petals and there should be a peak and a dip in each petal like that. So if we make any mistakes in our chain count, for example, if you make an excess of chain 3 anywhere, then you will not see a dip going inside like that. So just make sure that we have the shape before we proceed. At the end of the round, as always, we're going to slip stitch to the top of chain 3 that we made right in the beginning. I'm not changing color for my next round, so I'm just going to slip stitch into the next 2 stitches like so, and then slip stitch into the next chain 3 space there, which was a peak, to enter that space. We begin round 4 with chain 3, which counts as a stitch, and now we're going to do 6 double crochets into that same chain space. So we have a total of 7 double crochet in the chain space there. The chain 3 that you made in the beginning also counts as a stitch. Now we're going to enter the next space and make a slip stitch. Then you just have to keep repeating this. Enter the next chain 3 space and make 7 double crochet all in the same space, followed by a slip stitch in the next space. Let's repeat this in each space around till we come to the end of this round. 7 DC into chain 3 space followed by slip stitch in the next space. And to finish the round, I go into the top of my chain 3 that I made in the beginning and make a slip stitch to complete the round. We are done with this color, at least I'm going to move on to my next color. Enter hook into the first double crochet stitch of any of the petals and grab your next color and chain 1 to secure it. Now we enter the next stitch and make a single crochet there and 1 single crochet into each of those remaining 6 double crochet stitches. So there was a total of 7 double crochet in each petal. We're going to do 1 single crochet on top of each of those double crochet stitches. Now we're going to take a dip in the single crochet. So we're going to make like a slightly longer single crochet, but by going into a couple of levels below. So instead of going into the next stitch, go 2 levels below to round 2 where you did 3 double crochet there. Enter hook into the second double crochet stitch there, pull up a long loop and complete your single crochet stitch. So grab the yarn and pull through both loops on your hook. This is how we are going to do our longer single crochet, and we're going to continue to single crochet on top of each of the next 7 double crochet stitches. So 1 single crochet into each of the next 7 stitches. Then we are again going to take our hook down below into the second double crochet stitch from round 2. Grab the yarn, pull up a long loop and complete our single crochet stitch. So we're going to repeat this border technique for the rest of the petals. When you've done your last long single crochet of the round, we're going to go back into the very first stitch there where we joined the new color, and we're going to do one more single crochet there because we did only chain 1 in that stitch. Then you're going to enter the next stitch and do a slip stitch to close the round. For those of you who followed my last tutorial, which was a crochet sling bag with a floral flap, you do know that this is exactly the same pattern as that floral flap, and except for a few changes. I think 80% of it is the same. I just made a few changes to 3 rows with the stitch count. But of course, in this pattern we're going to convert this into a square, and let's see how. For the last round of the square, we're going to enter our hook on top of one of the long single crochet stitches where we had taken a dip. So just going to enter your hook into that single crochet, grab the new color and chain 3 to begin. And now we're going to work into the same single crochet space and make 3 double crochet stitches. The chain 3 that you made in the beginning also counts as a stitch. So you've made a total of 4 double crochet in that space. Now we're going to chain 2 and we're going to enter the next long single crochet there, and we're going to do 4 treble crochet. Yarn over twice, enter the stitch, grab the yarn and come out, 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through first 2, yarn over, pull through next 2, yarn over, pull through last 2. This completes 1 treble crochet stitch. We're going to repeat the same stitch 3 more times, yarn over twice to enter the stitch. So we have a total of 4 treble crochet stitches in that same space. Then we chain 3 and we go back into that same space there and make 4 treble crochet stitches all in the same space. This is going to create the first corner of the square. And every time we create a corner, we're going to do the same stitch, which is 4 treble, chain 3, 4 treble, all in the same space. So we're just completing that set here, 4 treble, chain 3, 4 treble, then we chain 2 again and we hop over into the next single crochet stitch, that is the longer one there after the petal. That long single crochet, we're going to enter that stitch and make 4 double crochet stitches all in the same space. Going to repeat this pattern, enter the next long single crochet stitch and create a corner with 4 treble, chain 3, 4 treble, all in the same stitch. It's going to look something like this when you start creating these corners. Then we chain 2 after each corner, then go into the next long single crochet stitch and make 4 double crochet in that same space. Chain 2 at the end of that and go into the next long single crochet and create another corner. Chain 2 again into the next long single crochet, 4 DC, chain 2, corner, chain 2 and slip stitch in the end. Let's do this and come back. I've completed the last corner of my square with 4 treble, chain 3, 4 treble in that corner, and I've also done my chain 2 at the end of it. Don't forget to do that. Now we're going to slip stitch to the top of chain 3 that we made right in the beginning of this round. there it is, your crochet African granny square. Hopefully it was easier to follow. I'd like to show you a bag that I made with just 8 of these squares. So 4 squares in each panel, front and back. As you can see, I've joined them with slip stitch. I'm going to show you how it looks inside. So that's the slip stitch seam, where you can just join 2 squares with right sides facing inside and work slip stitch into the corresponding stitches of both squares. I am yet to stitch a lining for the purse, for the bag. I made the strap using a modified version of single crochet stitches, which actually gives the effect of knitting on crochet. I have made a YouTube Shorts video on this. If you'd like to take a look, you can. I made a long strap which also doubled up as the joining patch between the 2 panels, front and back. As you can see, I attached both the front and back panels to the strap on either side. I really hope you enjoyed watching and making from this tutorial. A gentle reminder to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already done so. Until next time, see you, take care.